became the first player in NBA history to record a 60-point triple-double. Every one of his 10 boards and 11 assists were needed to beat the Magic as Houston was without CP3 and Trevor Ariza. But the question here is, does that game last night, is that the best regular season, and is it basically guaranteeing him the MVP award?
Well, he was my front runner anyway before this game. He was my front
above and
runner.
beyond.
I mean, because I think, last year he was right there on the cusp, but Russell Westbrook had an incredible season. And even the year before that, he was in the running. I think it's his time. That game right there, we will look back after this season, and this will be like that highlight of his season, of his MVP season. But that game last night was not the greatest regular season game I've ever seen. It was a hell of a game.
I agree. I agree with you. Like, against the Magic, it was like when Kobe scored 81 against our Raptors.
Wait,
team.
that happened to you?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
But it was a nondescript bunch that he was going against. Like, none of us was watching that game.
Not only that,
Did you watch that game?
As a player,
I was sticking to sports in other ways.
I remember playing dominoes. And I was like, Kobe has 65. I'm like, what? Kobe has 73. I'm like, hold on.
He ain't talking about last night's game.
Hold on.
That's my point exactly.
Listen, like,
Okay, so it's not the best regular
Not at
season.
all.
You score 60, but you have nobody else to go back at you.
Okay.
Like Gilbert Arenas, when he gave Kobe 60, Kobe had 45 in that game. I gave Gilbert Arenas 60, but he had 40 in that game. So it's tougher when you have to score points and then somebody else on the other end is going at you.
So you're not saying it. So what is the best regular season performance?
I would put Kobe's 60-point game in his last
quarters.
No, in his last game ever. In his last game ever.
Really?
Everybody was like, this is Kobe's last game. And he gave out.
Missed his first 4 or 5 shots, too.
He came out and gave us a gift. This was like, goodbye, guys. I'm leaving y'all with this.
But you got to name me 3 guys out there, too.
Oh, you had Hayward Gordon.
That's your best regular season.
Come on, dog.
Gordon.
Just the stage that was set. Because everybody was like, all right, let's go to this is Kobe's last game.
He shot 50 times.
Doesn't matter.
I'm shocked by you right
Mac,
now.
you done took 50 shots to get
I've never taken 50 shots. Never. Never.
No, but it just that, like, you're going to remember that. Like, James Harden, this game was a great game. You might forget about it in a few years, but you're going to be like, remember when Kobe scored 60 in his last game?
I mean, I hate to admit it. It was against the worst team in the league, and that's, Orlando Magic by God.
It is what it is. You can't say because you did it was against who. Like, you've had some 50-point games, and, like, are you going to discredit that because it was against whoever? Like, come on. To go out and do that is an accomplishment. Not everybody can go out and do that.
So Paul's on the record. That's his best. What do y'all have?
I like that you brought up Kobe against the Mavs. When you could score 65 points.
3 quarters.
And they went to the finals that year. So they were a terrific squad. So that definitely stands out.
Yeah.
You agree? So we'll take the one Kobe performance.
And we can name a
Will Chamberlain scoring 100 in the regular season
games. We got MJ games.
You didn't see that.
I know I didn't see it, but we're talking about the greatest regular season
This was
performance.
spectacular, considering, Chris Paul wasn't there, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon only played 10 minutes. This was bad coaching. I hate to say it, Frank Vogel. This was a bad coaching job because if you look out there who he was playing with, it was Baramute, it was P.J. Tucker, Clint Capella, and Ryan Anderson. Who is the other playmaker? Why don't you double team this guy, get the ball out of him, make one of those guys? These guys probably never scored 30 in their career. If they do that, I will live with that. But you can't allow him to score 60 and dime you out. That's
well, that's why it's never happened before. That's why it's never happened before. A guy scores 60 and have a triple-double.
I'm just saying, like, the group he was playing with, you got to make somebody else beat you.
And props to James.
It ain't like he's passing the ball to Chris Paul.
He's the front runner. You got to give him props. James
he's
put in that work, no doubt.
So front runner, MVP.
No, I ain't a front runner, MVP.
Barring any injury, it's his to lose.
Yeah.
James Harden, he should have won it last year or the year before, but he went up against
History
historical performance.
But this is the amazing thing about Harden. What do you guys think he did post-game?
Okay, Jaylen Brown.
Went to the Hall of Fame.
Tweeted
got a Hall of Fame.
Giving back to the community.
Tweeted out the thinking face emojis moments after Andre Drummond was the all-star replacement.
Oh, tip drill.
Should this dude be an all-star? I'll answer it.